Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to do a video talking about products slash hacks that have really helped me with keeping my makeup on all day and all night. If you want to find out what products I use and hacks I use, then keep watching this video. So as I've said in the intro, I'm going to talk about products that are going to make your makeup just last all day and all night. We are the people that have redness, so we wear the full coverage makeup. And are we fed up having to wear full coverage makeup? Yeah, well, I am. I would love to just be able to just put on a tinted moisturiser. So the hacks and products we're going to talk about today are going to help that makeup just last just a little bit longer. Hopefully all day. I have found it lasted me all day, so hopefully it does for you guys. These are going to talk about redness and big pores, which are a big factor with oily skin in the terms of spots, blemishes, and then obviously most people with oily skin tend to have open pores because, yeah. Now there are the hacks out there of popping on ice, things like that. If you find that these kind of hacks do work for you, then that's great, but these are not hacks I'm going to talk about. It's mostly hacks that are makeup related, so there isn't going to be any of your 3-minute craft ideas here, but there is going to be a couple of mentions that have probably been spoken about on like YouTube already, but also have been mentioned on like TikTok and things like that. So these are not like TikTok hacks, but they are like hacks that I have found have worked for me. So there is going to be 5 products I'm going to talk about today. There is a mixture of higher end and your lower end budgets. I would always highly recommend that if it is a higher budget product, always pop over to the counter and get a sample, or maybe pop it on, but I would always recommend taking a sample so you can see how it is at home. Lights in stores tend to be, you know, not the greatest, so it will give you like a great look, but when you go home or whatever, it might not be, and you've just purchased a product that actually hasn't worked on your skin. Obviously people who put on your makeup are fantastic and they're all great at it and they know what they're talking about, but of course let them describe the product, let them talk about the product, and also let them show you the product of how it works on your skin, but always take a sample with you so you can try it out. And then if you like it and think it works, then obviously buy it because it works. First of all, I have got 2 serums that I have popped into my skincare regime. So I would do my cleanse, then my toner, and then I would start to use these 2 serums. The first serum is Dior's Capture Youth Redness Soother. I have noticed a huge difference with this soother. It is just made my makeup flawless. I've also been able to wear this without makeup. So obviously if you're someone who maybe doesn't wear makeup, this would definitely help because it's going to just vanish that redness. I've not noticed it working so much necessarily on spots, but I've noticed it works really great with your blemishes. As you can see, it is green, and as we all know, green does slash out redness. The next serum I pop in, it's again by Dior and it's in their Capture Youth skincare, and this is the Matte Maximizer. So this is just going to blur out those pores. It's also going to help your makeup sit properly on your skin without seeping into the pores. Definitely noticed again this has been perfect, but it's also given me a more kind of nice canvas to work on my skin. Once I have the serums on, I then pop on my moisturiser, and then after the moisturiser comes the primer. The primer that I tend to find works the best for my skin is the Estee Lauder the Mattifer. It is something that I have spoken about in other videos, but I do find that this works perfectly. I've tried other primers like Professional by Benefit, and also tried the Maybelline, and this is also a higher end product. So as I've said at the start of the video, definitely get a sample of this one because it will work perfectly. One thing I definitely recommend, and this is spoken about so much across any beauty guru's YouTube channel, is always make sure you're not mixing your foundation with your primer, in the sense of If you're using a silicone primer, then use a silicone foundation. And if you're using a water-based primer, then use a water-based foundation. Always check your ingredients. If you use the same primer, then obviously I would recommend, if it is a silicone primer, then always use a silicone foundation, and vice versa. So once I've popped on my primer, I then use my Maybelline Long Lasting Spray. This is a lower end product, it's really good. This is something you're going to use a lot of, so I would highly recommend maybe not using a necessarily expensive one. Another great one is the Urban Decay All Nighter, but I do find it's just a little bit more expensive, and I tend to go through my setting sprays maybe even weekly to 2 weekly, so it's not something I want to spend my money on that much, and I found this has been a total savior. I wear my makeup 5 days a week usually, apart from honestly the lockdown time. I've not had to use my makeup that much. Using the setting spray after your primer and your moisturizer is just going to set that in, and it's also going to set in the serum and any other products that you have popped on before and help them work. So next I just pop on my foundation. I'll do a layer of foundation all over my face and on my neck. The hack that I use / product helps so much, because the biggest issue I've had with my makeup is my makeup slipping off my nose, and it's frustrating, so frustrating when you look in a mirror and, well, the redness coming through, which obviously that's been tackled, so we've dealt with that problem, but we just do not want the makeup to be slipping off. I know that I have got an issue here, and no matter what I do, I can still see a kind of gap in my makeup. I think this is either like some sort of pigmentation, or it's from my glasses sitting on my makeup. I've tried different little hacks and I can never get rid of it, so it's just what I'm gonna have to deal with. So I pop on my foundation and then I pop on the powder. You can use a beauty blender, but I've just been using the sponge because this is quite a new product. So I put this on my nose and I will just tend to pop and blot on the powder all over my nose, and then I will take a brush and I will just wipe off any excess so it doesn't look cakey. Then I will take a small droplet of my foundation. Using my fingers, I will just press it all over, and then I just take a brush and I'm just blending out the foundation on my nose. Then I would then put on my concealers in my eyes and any problem areas where you can see any spots, if I can see any spots, but I got the Delaware on, so you didn't see any. Once I've done that, I'll just blend that all out. Then I pop on my Fit Me powder all over my face. As you can see, it is a coloured powder. The reason I do this, I will explain a little bit later in the video. I don't really like translucent powders, but again, I will explain this in the video. So once I have popped on all my base, I will just spray my setting spray again. So those are the products / hacks that I have found works for me to make my face mattify, not have any oil coming through, etc. Now, to keep this process going on through the whole day, you just need to take your Fit Me powder, and as I explained earlier, I don't use translucent, and that's because using the coloured is just going to, any areas where maybe a little bit of nose has come through, putting that powder on top, and because it's coloured, it's just going to kind of fill that areas in. But using the setting spray as well, just popping that over, it's just going to set that powder in again, and hopefully it'll last a little bit longer. Now, I don't know if these things are going to work through the whole day for everyone, but that's why having these two products with you through the whole day is going to help you in doing that on your breaks or even at night. And let's be honest, if you're out, you're going to be dancing, you're going to be sweating, so you're going to need to probably increase that. But if you're at work, you're probably not going to sweat unless it's really busy, unless it's Christmas time in retail, you're probably going to sweat. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope that these products are going to help you, these hacks are going to help you if you are someone who has these problems. Obviously, if you're not someone that has redness, then the redness soother would be, there would be no point purchasing. Okay guys, so I really hope you've enjoyed this video, and I really hope that these hacks / products are going to help you. Once lockdown is over, then get yourself to the counters, get those products sampled and try them on, speak to every counter and definitely see oily skin is horrible and we hate it. But we all have our problem areas with our skin, and I just really hope that these products are going to help tackle that problem area for you. And I will see you in my next video. Bye!